Should I do the Dirk and pick up the mic? I'm gonna do the Dirk. Okay.
Questions?
As Tone said at the end of last season, when he took the job as the interim head coach, he didn't have time to change much, right? So he's going to be able to install his system now. To the degree that we know what he wants to do, we know he likes to do screening with guards, big screening, cater to smaller, quicker guards. You're probably a kind of player he didn't have in Europe. Do you have a sense of how you're going to be incorporated into the mix?
Well, with my versatility, I'm always going to have to be ready for everything. And his philosophy is more everybody has to know everything. So no matter what position you're thrown into, you're going to have the same responsibilities: rebounding, passing, guarding, just being aware of every single position and what they do and what they're going to strive for. I think that just helps his system. Like everything I don't know what he told you, but that is some of what it is. Good to see y'all too. I know we're hopping right into it. I can sense we're trying to be on time and stuff.
We've seen this team grow with you on it for some years now. There were the years where you guys were younger and a little bit louder, and then there were the eras, the most recent sort of version of the team, which I think was aiming to sort of to have a mindset change. Where does that stand now? Like, what do you think sort of characterizes the mentality of this team at this stage, this many years into your career?
I think you have to judge each group by the group. I think we're a new group in a lot of different ways. In some ways we're the same with just personnel, but every year something brings something new. And I think everyone's coming with that energy. We have a lot of fresh energy around here right now. And it just feels good to be at work. And we've been putting in that work. We've been locked in. We've been trying to get on the same page with each other. And that's only going to continue. And we're going to see what happens.
Jaren, for you, like being kind of like a backline defender in a way, kind of having to, contest a lot of shots at the rim and whatnot, how important, if it's important to you, is it to have those guys on the perimeter who are able to, stay in front of the ball well and stuff like that? Because that seems like that was an emphasis, adding guys who can bring that defensive pressures. And with that being said, with the makeup of this roster, do you think, it could put you in better situations and things like that on the defensive end?
I mean, yeah, they sure can guard. They're athletic, they're quick. They care about guarding. This group does. But the onus is definitely going to still be on me to be that backline guy, be talking to them. They can't see everything behind their heads, so they can make the best decisions on ball, off ball. That's still going to fall on me, be able to get us second chances, offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds especially. Those are the things that I'm going to need to, that's going to fall on me.
Jaren, as somebody who's been in All-Star games, do you like the new format that they're talking about with World versus the United States, and do you think that's going to make the game more competitive?
The game is growing. That's the main thing with just everything that you've seen. I actually wasn't even I didn't even think you were going to ask me about that, but I think what people miss about the game is that with guys being, the best players in the world on their respective teams, you really have to take care of your body. And, when you go through a warm-up on your regular team, you have a table time, you have a bunch of things that are catered to you that get you in the best position to play. And when you have a bunch of guys who usually have that, and then you have a media day before a game and a bunch of fan engagement, which is great. It's great for the fans. There's a jam session. I went to All-Star Weekend when I was a kid, so I know about it. But playing in it, I understand where, like, you don't have a normal schedule before the game where your body's doing a lot of ramping up and cooling down. The warm-ups are different. A lot of things are different, to where it's not even about, like, not playing hard. It's more just about, like, damn, like, you don't want to be that guy that didn't warm up properly and goes out there and does something, and you like pull something because of that to affect the rest of the season, because it's not even the rest of the season. It's more than halfway. You're really getting ready for the playoffs. Whatever you're at is kind of going to be where you're at unless some big changes happen. So I understand both sides. I understand why back in the day they was playing harder. There wasn't a lot of there's probably like 4 different concerts before the game, or like a stand up. And it's funny, I hear it. Kevin Hart was doing his thing. We're hearing it. But you're also just standing there a while. You're sitting there a while to get up and then go full speed. I mean, because if people started getting hurt doing that, who would you blame? It's kind of hard to. So I understand both sides. I've been seeing that argument a lot.
Hey, Jaren, speaking of health, we got the report on Friday. How do you feel? What will you be able to do, or are you limited in camp? And how important is it to you to be ready, I guess, in the lower end, the 4 weeks, which would be the start of the season?
Yeah. I've been here before. I listen to what I'm told. We have the best medical team in the world, the best professionals in the world. I'm ramping up the right way. I feel really good about it. I'll say that. Like, I feel really good about it. I think the fans will feel really good about it. And yeah, man, I do what I have to do, man. I do what I must so that my body's 110%, not just 100. So that's how I'm feeling.
Jaren here in the back. I got 2 quick ones if you don't mind. First, you talked about
I don't mind, brother. It's cool. I get
I
it.
appreciate that. You talked about the number change this offseason and it being a tribute to your dad, which makes sense. If I'm not mistaken, he only wore it for 1 season with the Clippers. Mm-hmm. I'm just curious why that period in his career stood out to you.
Well, the number 8 means a lot of things. It means rebirth. It's a new beginning. It felt like something fresh and something new, as my mom actually said, funny enough. But we've shared a number before because I wore 2 in college. And, when X was here, he wore 2. And 8 just felt right. I mean, there's a lot of moments that I look for in my life that just feel right, and things just kind of come together. And in some ways I couldn't explain it, but in some ways I can explain it. And the stuff I can't explain is just a feeling that I have, and it's something that's going to be remembered in my family forever. And I'm glad we're able to do this like this. And it feels right, man. It feels like this is what it was supposed to be the whole time. That's how it feels.
Appreciate the explanation. Looking at the team big picture, you guys lose Dez. Obviously, you've got some injuries at the start of the season. Just a lot of change in general in a loaded Western Conference. Just quite simply, do you think there is a path to you guys being better this year than you were last?
Absolutely. That's what we have to do. That is the goal. I say championship or bust every season. That's how I feel. I don't think personally will ever change with me. That's just how I want to play, and that's how I want our mindset to be. And I think we have that, and we're confident. We're really we're getting on the same page with each other. We're learning each other, but that's, there's fun and novelty. I'll say that.
Jaren, you're the longest tenured player on the team. What does it mean to you to represent Memphis on and off the court?
Oh, it's everything. I don't think everybody knows I'm not, I be around a lot. I do a lot of good with my team in the city in terms of just community, and there's just a lot of excitement in the city at all times. They go hard for their sports teams. They go hard for what they care about. And we just want to give back what they give to us. And yeah, I don't, much required, but I'm not always going to require so much as to just get tickets and be loud and be themselves, go hard, be real, something that they've done since I've gotten drafted here, and I've lived here longer than anywhere else in the world. So yeah, I could go on and on, but you get what I'm saying.
Time for a couple more, Omer.
Hey, Jaren, just why was this summer so important to you as far as getting that extension done, and just what is it like to be on the other side of that process now?
Yeah, I mean, I have a great team that helps me with that. The organization was great to work with on that. It's a dream come true in a lot of ways for my family. It's something I can, give back to my whole family tree. And yeah, it's a dream. It's hard to really say much else about it. It's kind of an out-of-body experience when it's going on. But yeah, it's good to get that done, as you would say.
You mentioned 8 meaning rebirth or renew. Is that something that you're looking for, and why?
Well, ironically, it's year 8. I just felt like, coming into the league, I always had a chip on my shoulder. I wanted to prove whoever wrong. I've always had that since I was younger. And I'll always carry that. And, 13 kind of means rebellion in that kind of way. And 8 is just something that really goes in line with whenever it comes is when rebirth starts. It's not about waiting on rebirth to change your number or change something about yourself. Whenever that moment comes, you'll know. And the fact that I'm able to honor my dad in the process of that as well, you can't make that up. That is what it means. I mean, everything kind of aligning. The stars are aligning in that kind of way. I say that all the time, and yeah, that's how I feel.
Do you think it's going to be weird looking into the stands and seeing people still wearing the 13 Jackson jerseys?
No, I don't think it'll be weird. I think it'll be retro, which is fire. Like, you get to look up and just see people with that on, and that's fire. You know what I mean? I have a retro jersey, and I'm still in the same team and the same organization I got drafted to. Not a lot of people are able to say that, so I'm blessed for that.
Thank you, Jaren.
Woo!